If there's one thing you're going to do to make your life better, it's exercise. It helps you mentally, physically. It gives you more energy, even though you're doing a thing that requires energy. It doesn't really make sense. I go to the gym 4, 5, sometimes 6 times a week. I need to go as often as possible because it just helps me. On the days I don't go to the gym, I genuinely feel like trash. But you've got to take some things to the gym with you to get the best out of your workout. And here's everything I take with me to the gym, and that is currently in this here gym bag. It used to be a backpack, it is no longer a backpack, but it's everything I take with me. First up, a change of clothes. I take a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. These are great. I wear them 2 or 3 times and then they're ready to be washed. But just working out in clothes that don't feel as free as these doesn't help. So I always take a change of clothes with me and an extra pair of socks, just in case I fuck up the ones I'm wearing and get them wet accidentally in the sauna or the shower or something else, because wet socks, you don't want that. No one wants that, you know? And if you're gonna go to the gym and then go straight to work, take an extra pair of clothes and stuff like that. Just common sense. If you're gonna be changing there and after you shower and stuff like that, you want to be wearing new clothes. Take those 2. Next up, obviously, if you want to shower, use the sauna, use the pool, stuff like that. Towels. That's my pile of towels. These things. I have about 4 that I use in rotation. Wash them often and just keep your towels clean. They're very helpful. Take some towels to the gym. I take 1 at a time, but rotation is good. Next, something to track with. I personally use a physical paper notebook where I write down all my sets, what I do, stuff like that, and it really just helps me track. And if you are going to do this physically and not on an app, you need to take a pen as well. Alongside that, you probably need some way of securing your bag in the locker. So I also take a gym lock with me. This thing right here is very helpful for keeping your stuff safe, and they're pretty inexpensive. Now, my favorite things to take to the gym, I call them the big 3. I'll take them out one by one, but I'll show you them all at once just so you know what I'm talking about. These are all things that help with your grip, holding onto things, pushing things, and just get the most out of all the different lifts you do. I'm gonna go with the ones I think you should probably get first and the ones you probably don't need, but they're really fun. Firstly, straps. These help with pulling movements and deadlifts and anything where your wrist, your grip is the limiting factor. So you just quite simply take the strap for the right hand, put it on like so, do that, wrap it around one time, and you can literally hold on to anything with like one finger. Your grip is no longer a limiting factor. They're very cheap. I think these were like less than £5, but highly recommend getting straps. Very good. Now, once you've got used to straps, wrist straps, these help with pushing movements, shoulder press, chest press, dumbbell incline press, anything you're pressing with where your wrist isn't the limiting factor because of grip, but because of instability. These are amazing. These 2, I think, realistically, is what you should get. Straps, wraps, they help so much. But say you're a bit of a sweat, say you're a bit of a tryhard, you want something more, get some cuffs. These wrap around either your elbows or your wrists, and completely, like, those 2 things help with grip and help with the wrist stability. These take it out. If you're doing like cable flies or like cable lateral raises, with these, your grip, your wrist, that is just not a factor. Rear delt fly with these as well, like, they make you feel muscles that you didn't know you had. And don't buy them straight away. You realistically don't need these. Out of the big 3 being wrist straps, wrist wraps, and cuffs. Cuffs are probably the most unnecessary, but I use them, and I really like the way contractions feel when you're doing something and you're not worried about holding or pushing or any of that. You're just working the muscle you're trying to work, and it feels unreal. Next up, something I no longer take with me, but I still highly recommend, a good lifting belt. I used to use this for squats, deadlifts. I don't take it anymore because squatting and deadlifting takes me too much time. I have to have that kind of time, so I do not squat or deadlift as much anymore. But this, it just helps you brace. You put it on, you feel powerful. It will get you some new PRs if you've been struggling with bracing on things like squats and deadlifts. Some people even use them to bench, but very sick, very good. Just make sure you get something with a decent thickness that's also adjustable, so you're not locked into one size for the rest of your lifting time. And that's almost it, but there is a couple miscellaneous things that obviously I would recommend and do help, like a good pair of wireless headphones. Music, it's fuel. It will help you work out, and you should be listening to it, because motivating yourself internally is all cool and that, but you get to a limit where like the right song comes on and you just get those last 2 or 3 reps and you feel so good. Then a nice metal or just high quality shaker bottle. This one's a bit worn and stuff like that, but it's very good. Mix in pre-workout and creatine and whatever else you would like to mix. But I think that's about everything I take to gym. Clothes, the big 3 being these things: headphones, water bowl, towels. If you want, you can take this thing that I also take. It is a callus shaver, so your hands will develop these things over time, and if you don't want them, you can shave them down with this thing. Also like shower gel and stuff, pretty standard if you want to be hygienic. But that's about everything I take to the gym. See you boys in a week. This video was unscripted. Could you tell? I hope not. Anyway, see you later.